Aloha Cancer, and welcome to White Shadow Spiritual Advising. My name is BriaBogatin, and today we're going to be doing your monthly April tarot forecast. So you can check out your sun, moon, rising sign, or really any placement within your birth chart in regards to these videos. Until April 15th, I'll be offering discounted reading sessions. You can find out more information about that by emailing me or finding me on Instagram. That information is down below, and if you would like to support my work, you can do so by sending me a tip or a donation, and those links are down below as well. All right, Cancer. As an overall message with your reading, I do feel that this is going to be a month of you guys trying to find the balance between the mind and the heart, the alignment between the mind and the heart, the balance between the intellect and the emotional. I would say, and I do feel that the key to having strong intuitive senses is finding that alignment between your mind and heart so that you aren't overly emotional towards the information you gain on the intuitive levels, and that you're not overly trying to rationalize it as well. There is a balance that needs to be cultivated when it comes to that. Okay, so I would also say that you guys may have been struggling either with something externally or on the mental health levels. However, I do see you guys coming to almost hitting the finish line when it comes to that, and I feel the month of April is going to bring much clarity and breakthrough for you guys. So the first two cards you are receiving is the Ten of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So looks are deceiving with the Ten of Swords. It's not as terrible as it looks, how this card portrays it. The Ten of Swords, with it being the number 10, hitting the end of some sort of cycle or phase that has been challenging for you, okay? And pretty much this card is saying with him, it's like you hit rock bottom, you hit the end of the rope, you've hit a dead end, and you can only go in one other direction. And so this is pretty much saying to you, you need to take a look around, because whatever you're doing, it's no longer working, it hasn't been working, and now you need to apply yourself differently. You need to move into a different space, a different direction. In the background of this card, you can see the clouds are clearing, and this yellowness, this goldness, which represents the sun, is starting to break through. So this is major moments of clarity, realizations. It's clarity replacing confusion. I would encourage you guys to do breath work and controlled breathing. Breathe in for 5, hold for 5, breathe out for 5, hold for 5. And as you're doing that, breathe in clarity, breathe out confusion. Now, I would say your greatest challenge is going to be the ability to accept this clarifying information when it comes. That might be something that you guys have been struggling with when it comes to whatever these circumstances are that you are presently dealing with. The Ten of Swords is recovery from addiction, recovery from treating yourself poorly, realizing you've been subjecting yourself to things you shouldn't be, and breaking free from that. So then following that up with the Ace of Cups, this is another card that represents major breakthroughs. Okay, so with it being an ace card, I always like to say it's like stepping into a whole new portal of energy for yourself. With it being in the suit of cups, this represents spirituality, emotional state. There's breakthroughs happening in this area as well. So again, the balance between the intellectual and the emotional. The Ace of Cups is a very rewarding energy on the spiritual, emotional levels. It's great spiritual, emotional attainment. It is cup runneth over. You are learning how to heal and fulfill thyself. Okay, the Ace of Cups is also a rise in spiritual, emotional talents as well. It's a highly psychic, highly intuitive card, highly in tune card. So you are meant to be in that space. And I would say that as you are breaking free from this energy, you are stepping into a much better, more mature, more healed version of yourself on the spiritual, emotional levels. Okay, so then you are receiving the Knight of Swords. The combination of the Ace of Cups and a Knight of Swords can portray great inspiration, great creative pursuits. The Ace of Cups, it's like I'm getting this great inspiration that I can apply to my life, and apply it you will, Cancer, because this card is saying like full speed ahead. I got this idea and I'm just heading for it. This card tells you to make sure you keep your feet on the ground, especially with the Ace of Cups being such an emotionally arousing card. You're going to want to make sure this month you stay grounded. Again, breath work, grounding modalities will be extremely important for you guys. And the Knight of Swords is pretty much like, I'm putting my plans into action. I see where I'm going. I can foresee even, and I'm going to go for it. I'm heading for it. I'm laser focused. This card just says, make sure you remember to stop and take a breather. But whatever challenge you have been going through, it has created deep intellectual, emotional inspiration that you will be able to apply on the physical levels, and you will see much physical manifestation from this as well. Okay, so then you are receiving as your last card the Nine of Swords. This is a card of overthinking and really being your own worst enemy. So I would say to not allow whatever happened here, do not carry it further. Okay, leave it where it needs to be. Leave it at that dead end. Leave it at that rock bottom. It is okay to move forward from this, to move away from this. The Nine of Swords is saying that you might feel overly attached to this challenging situation that you went through. Maybe it involves someone that you care about that you now need to let go of. The Nine of Swords is saying that your fears, your worries are not based in reality. Again, you are your own worst enemy and you can move forward. The Nine of Swords is pretty much saying that you need to work on the healing. This is an unhealed energy. So on the mental health level, you need healing. And I would say that that's very much going to come from grounding and calling your energy back from that which hurt you. All right, so I'm going to leave that there for you, Cancer. I hope you all have a beautiful April.